Hello. In continuation with the chapter circles, today we'll have to discuss some questions of exercise 10.2. Okay. But before discussing these questions of exercise 10.2, two theorems which I told you. Number one, tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. And number two, lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. You keep in your mind these two theorems. Okay. And on the basis of that, we are solving the questions of this exercise 10.2. By the way, question 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, these are the questions based on the MCQs. Diagrams are there. By the way, first question I am taking here, exercise 10.2, question number 1. Exercise 10.2, question number 1. From a point O, the length of tangent to the circle is 24 centimeter and the distance of Q from the center is 25 centimeter. Then the radius of the circle is, okay, using Pythagoras theorem in it, that can be solved. From a point Q, the length of tangent to a circle 24 centimeter and the distance of Q from the center is 25. Find the radius. We are going to find the radius, then 25 square minus 24 square. Okay, answer is coming here 7. So first question. In second question, one diagram is given. So first question answer is 7. I am taking second question of it. That is one circle. Here is a circle and this is the circle in which there are two tangents, T, P, Q, center O. (110). Okay. Find angle PTQ. Find angle PTQ. Remember these two theorems once again. Tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius. It is tangent. There is a radius 90 degree. Tangent radius it is 90 degree. And the next one is length of tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. Since TPOQ is a quadrilateral, therefore angle O plus angle T plus angle P plus angle Q is equal to 360. Two angles are sure, 90 and 90. So angle O 110 given, TA we are going to find, angle P 90 and angle Q is 90 is equal to 360. So therefore angle T is equal to 360 minus 90 minus 90 minus 110. Angle T is equal to 90 plus 90 180 and 180 plus 110 190 290. Okay, so 360 minus 290, what is coming? 70. So therefore angle T is equal to 70. Okay, in next onwards question you remember one thing, that if these type of diagram is there in which there are two tangents and there are two radii and one angle is given, then what is the value of this angle? The value of this angle is equal to 180 minus this one, because sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree always, where the remaining two angles are 90 and 90. They are fixed angles because of the theorem 10.1 which says tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So sum of these two angles always 180 degree. One of the angles is given and finding the second angle, simply we will subtract it from 180. Okay, so that is question number 2. Now I am coming to question number 4. Question number 4. Fourth is, prove that the tangents drawn at the end of the diameter of a circle are parallel. Fourth question, prove that the tangents drawn at the ends drawn at the ends of diameter are parallel. This is a question. Prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of the diameter are parallel. Which type of diagram is there? It is a circle. Suppose it is a diagram on a diameter passing through the center always. There is a speciality of diameter which passes through the center. And tangents drawn through the ends of diameter. Like this. Okay. This is AB, CD, P and Q. Given, what we have to write in the given part? In given part, PQ is a diameter of circle COR, center and radius. AB and CD are two tangents. AB and CD are two tangents given. To prove AB is parallel to CD and proof. Simple proof, we know that the pair of alternate interior angles are equal, then lines are parallel. Sum of two interior angles is equal to 180 degree, lines are parallel. Okay, so anything can be used here. Okay, I am writing here angle OPB is equal to 90. Angle OPB is equal to 90. What is the reason? Tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. OPB is equal to 90. Okay. Same as OQC is equal to 90. Same reason. This is also 90. OQC is 90. Tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. Angle OPB is equal to angle OQC. What is it? Which is a pair of angle OPB is equal to angle OQC, which is a pair of alternate interior angles. And if alternate interior angles are equal, what does it mean? Lines are parallel. Therefore, AB is parallel to CD. Proved. Then both the tangents are parallel if they are passing through the ends of the diameter. Okay. After this question, I am taking question number 8. Question number 8. What is it? A quadrilateral ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. And one diagram is given, ABCD like a quadrilateral. It is a quadrilateral. Circle is circumscribing. Do you know the meaning of circumscribing? Let me explain you. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. If quadrilateral is circumscribing a circle, that means the circle which is touching to four sides of a quadrilateral internally is called circumscribing a circle. So this quadrilateral ABCD is circumscribing a circle. That means this quadrilateral is touching its four sides to the circle, to the circumference of circle. It is touching at any point. Let the points be P, Q, R and S. Okay. So that means ABCD is a quadrilateral. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Okay. Circumscribed a circle. ABCD is a quadrilateral, circumscribed a circle, touching at points P, Q, R, S. Touching at points P, Q, R, and S. Right? We have to prove that. To prove AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. That means the sum of opposite sides is equal to sum of two other opposite sides. In a quadrilateral, if the quadrilateral is circumscribing a circle, so it's clear that for any quadrilateral, that means any type of figure is there, whether it is a rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, sum of opposite sides is equal to sum of these two opposite sides, always equal. Okay. Proof. As I told you for exercise 10.2, remember these two theorems which I told you. Number 2, 10.2 theorem says lengths of tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. Okay. Here are you seeing some tangents are there, external point is there? Yes. There are 4 external points. A, B, C, D. 4 external points are there. And length of tangents, that means from the external point to the point where the line is touching to the circle. This is called the length of the tangent. Okay. So here AP is equal to AS. AP is equal to AS. Equation number 1. AP is equal to AS. Reason? Lengths of tangent. Same as BP is equal to BQ. Number 2. Third is CQ is equal to CR. And fourth one is DR is equal to TS. Okay. And what are the reasons behind all these 4 equations? Lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. This is the reason for all these 4 equations. After that, simply we are writing here by adding 1, 2, 3 and 4. Adding 1, 2, 3 and 4. We are going to add these 4 equations. Okay. But at the time of adding, you should be very careful. Since we are proving that AB plus CD, AB having 2 parts, AP and PB, CD having 2 parts, DR and CR. So these 4 parts will have to be kept on left hand side or right hand side and remaining 2 be other sides. Okay. Adding 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 parts are AP, PB, DR and CR. Okay. Adding 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I am writing here AP plus BP plus CR plus DR No matter I am writing here left hand side or right hand side because they are equal. So I can write here CR is equal to CQ. So one side, left hand side, right hand side, is equal to the remaining parts AS plus BQ plus CQ and plus DS. Now you are clubbing them AP plus BP which makes AB, CR plus DR that means it is CD is equal to AS plus DS. AS plus DS makes AD and plus BQ plus CQ which makes BC. Proved. Okay. So in a quadrilateral which is circumscribing a circle, always the sum of opposite sides is equal to sum of other two opposite sides. In some of the question we can use direct result of this solution of question number 8. Immediate after this question number 8, we'll discuss question number 11 because 11 is an extended part of it. 11th question is an extended part of it. What is it? See, prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. Parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. One result we have got it. If there is a quadrilateral, then what happens? If quadrilateral is circumscribing a circle, then sum of opposite sides is equal to sum of other two opposite sides. But in case of quadrilateral, there could be a parallelogram. Then what happens? Question number 11. What is it? It is a parallelogram. ABCD PQRS. ABCD is a parallelogram. What is it? ABCD is a parallelogram. It is a parallelogram. What does it mean? AB is equal to DC and AD is equal to BC. Right? We are going to prove that ABCD is a rhombus. To prove ABCD is a rhombus. How to prove a parallelogram is a rhombus? This is a parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. If I reduce this, that means if any two adjacent sides are coming equal, then what happens? The parallelogram becomes a rhombus. So simply we are going to prove that any two adjacent sides should be equal. If I'll prove that AB is equal to AD, then it becomes a rhombus in a parallelogram. Already parallelogram is given. Okay. So proving it, because as we know that a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle, then sum of two opposite sides is equal to sum of other two opposite sides. As we know that ABCD is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle, then AB plus DC is equal to AD plus BC. This already we have proved. AB plus DC is equal to AD plus BC. Okay. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, and if ABCD is a parallelogram, that means AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. So Y1 in place of AB or in place of CD, AB I am writing as it is, in place of DC I am writing here AB is equal to AD plus in place of BC AD. Okay, so it is coming 2AB is equal to 2AD. 2 cancel, AB is equal to AD. And AB is equal to AD, what does it mean? Adjacent sides are equal, therefore ABCD is a rhombus. Therefore, ABCD is a rhombus. Okay. So that is question number 11. This is a, you can understand this as an extended part of question number 8, in which 8th question there is a quadrilateral and 11th question there is a parallelogram. Okay. Now I am taking question number 9. Ninth question. In question number 9, two lines are parallel and one is a transversal. Diagram is there. Circle. Two lines are parallel and one line is transversal. Okay, this is the center of a circle O, and terms are given x, y, it is x, y, x dash, y dash, a, b, it is O. P, and downside there is a Q. Okay. This is a diagram. Description is here. Figure 1.10.13 x, y, x dash, y dash are two parallel tangents to a circle with center O, and another tangent AB with points of contact C intersecting xy at A and x dash y dash at B. Prove that angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Okay. To prove angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. This we are going to prove that AOB is equal to 90 degree. And what is given? In the given part, xy is parallel to x dash, y dash. And AB is a transversal. This is a point given here. It is point C. Okay. Construction. In construction, what should be done? Join O to C. Join O to C. Prove. Okay. For proving it, angle AOB, we want to prove that it is a 90 degree. Okay. First, let me tell you the outline of this question, that how to prove it. These two triangles, we are proving that triangles are congruent, therefore by CPCT their corresponding parts are equal. We prove that both the angles are equal. On the same way, the upside which we have proved that, the same way we'll have to prove that the downside, both the triangles are congruent. So these two angles are equal and they are also equal. Since it is POQ, two lines, they are parallel tangent and passing through the center, that means what is it? This is a diameter. Okay. It is a diameter, so it becomes a straight angle, and sum of straight angles is equal to 180 degree. So this plus this is equal to this plus this is equal to 180 degree, and we'll prove that the term is equal to 90 degree. Okay. So this is the outline of it. Now we'll start proving it. First of all, these two triangles, triangle POA and triangle COA, are going to prove that the triangles are congruent. In triangle POA and triangle COA, POA and triangle COA, two triangles I have selected. Okay. Let us see whether they are congruent, yes or no. So may I write here OP is equal to OC? Yes, OP is equal to OC. What is the reason? Radii of circle always equal. That is one. Second, OA is equal to OA, common. And third one is AP is equal to AC. How is it? AP is equal to AC. Remind the theorem 10.2. Lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Lengths of tangents. Lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Theorem 10.2. Okay. All three sides are equal. So what to write here? By side congruency rule, triangle POA is congruent to triangle COA. Therefore, by CPCT, angle POA is equal to angle COA is equal to, suppose, X. POA is equal to COA is equal to X. So this is X, it is also X. Okay. Similarly, we can prove that triangle QOB is congruent to triangle COB. Same procedure, QOB is and COB, radii common, and this is theorem 10.2, by side congruency. Therefore, by CPCT, angle QOB is equal to angle COB is equal to Y. So that is Y, and here is also Y. It's okay. Since POQ is a straight line, therefore x plus y is equal to 180 degree. Okay. And what does it mean? 2x plus 2y is equal to 180, 2 common, x plus y is equal to 180, therefore x plus y is equal to 180 upon 290. And what is x plus y? X plus y, angle POB. So angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Angle AOB is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Here, two portions are congruent. By CPCT they are equal. Same as they are congruent. By CPCT they are equal. Straight line, straight angle 180 degree. Sum of four angles of this is equal to 180. So 2x plus 2y is equal to 180. Therefore x plus y is equal to 90. After this question, one very interesting and very important question I am taking, where there is a triangle and two sides. Yes, question number 12. Question number 12. A triangle ABC this is a triangle which is circumscribing a circle. Triangle ABC is circumscribing a circle. Who is the center? D. 6 centimeter. It is 8 centimeter and radius is given 4. Okay. Only this is given. I am reading a question. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribing a circle of radius 4 cm such that the segments BD and DC, into which BC is divided by the point of contact D, are of lengths 8 cm and 6 cm respectively. Find the sides AB and AC. To find the length of AB and AC. We are going to find the length of AB and AC. Construction is required here. Yes, construction is required. Join this is the construction. Join O to F and O to E. Join O to F and OF and OE. In fact, when we are going to join it, there will be a perpendicular making a 90-degree angle, and O to A, O to B and O to C. Okay. So that means through point O, I have joined all the points O to A, B, C, F and E, and D already joined. Okay. Start proof or solution of it, whatever it is. Right. Theorem 10.2. Lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. You can see there are three external points, B, C and A. Okay. C is an external point, so CD is equal to CF. CD is equal to CF is equal to 6. If this is 6, then it is also 6. Okay. BD is equal to BE, 8. And third one is AF is equal to AE is equal to X centimeter. This I have taken X. So it is X, that is 8. Okay. And all these they are coming by theorem 10.2. Which theorem 10.2? Lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Okay. This I have considered AF is equal to A is equal to X centimeter. Say it is X centimeter. Now finally what we are finding? We are finding the value of X, which is to be added with 6, the length of AC, and the same X is to be added with 8, length of AB. Okay. This is a triangle. You can see a big triangle ABC. This big triangle ABC is divided into three parts. One is a triangle AOC, second triangle COB, and third triangle AOB. So we can write here the area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle COA, because sum of three parts of the areas is equal to the area of big triangle. Okay. So I am writing here area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle COA. AOB plus BOC plus COA. Okay. Area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle OB, area of triangle BOC and plus area of triangle COA. Area of triangle ABC in triangle ABC. Here you can see that there is no perpendicular here. Half into base into height cannot be used here in this triangle. Okay, it is not an equilateral triangle. Then we cannot use root 3 upon 4 side square. So here we'll have to use Heron's formula. Three sides. One side is AC, second is BC, and third is AC. And for the Heron's formula, you know that the formula under root S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, where S is A plus B plus C by 2. A plus B plus C, these are the three sides of a triangle. So that means sum of semi-perimeter. Okay. Area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC is equal to S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. Why? Heron's formula. Using Heron's formula where S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2. Okay. So first of all, I am finding the value of S. A plus B plus C by 2. Generally, A is considered as the opposite of angle A, B is the opposite of angle B, and C is opposite of angle C. So that is A, that means 6 plus 8, plus b 6 plus x and plus c 8 plus x upon 2. So what is coming total? 6 plus 8 14 plus 14 28 plus 2x upon 2. If I'll take 2 common, 14 plus x upon 2, 2 cancel. This is s. S is equal to 14 plus x. Okay. So now put the value in this term. Area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC under root s 14 plus x s minus a. This is a formula, s minus a. 14 plus x minus a. What is the value of a? 6 plus 8. So I am writing here minus 6 plus 8. S minus a. Second, s minus b. 14 plus x minus b. Minus 6 plus x. And third is 14 plus x minus c. C, that means it is s minus a, s minus b and s minus c, 8 plus x. Okay. Area of triangle ABC is equal to, right hand side, area of triangle AOB. Area of triangle AOB. In this triangle, you can use half into base into height, because when perpendicular is given, base is given. So this I am taking AB as a base. What is the height? OE is height. Half into base. Base is 8 plus x and height is 4. Because one is radius 4, it is also 4 and 4. Plus half into area of triangle BOC. Area of triangle BOC. Half into base into height. Base 8 plus 6 and height is 4. Plus half AOC. 8 6 plus x into 4. Okay. After this step, I am coming here. Under root 14 plus x. Here you can see 6 plus 8, 14. 14 minus 14 cancel. Only x is left. 14 plus x minus 6. X and x cancel. 14 minus 6, it is 8. And here is x and x cancel. 14 minus 8, it is 6. Is equal to, you can see this term 1 upon 2 into 4, 1 upon 2 into 4 and 1 upon 2 into 4. May I take 1 upon 2 into 4 common? Then in the bracket 8 plus x plus 6 plus 8 plus 6 plus 8. 8 plus x plus 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus x. It is left. Okay. So that means under root 14 plus x, 8 6 is 48 x is equal to, cancel 2 outside. This is 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 8 22, 28, 28 plus 2x. Okay. After that 14 plus x multiplied by 48x is equal to, taking 2 common. So when I take 2 common, 2 into 2, this is 4. Inside the bracket it is left 14 plus x. After this step, let me remind you one thing. You have to remove this root. And for removing the root, what should be done? Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. We have. If we are squaring on both sides, then what happens? This 14 plus x multiplied by 48x is equal to, because by the square this root is cancelled, the term is free from the root. 14 plus x multiplied by 40x is equal to, on the right hand side what happened, squaring of 4 it is 16, and squaring of 14 plus x it is 14 plus x whole square. Don't use this identity a plus b whole square. Simply we will cancel 14 plus x by 114 plus x. So this 14 plus x is cancelled by it. It is coming 48x is equal to 16, and 114 plus x is left. 16 3 ja 48. So it is coming 3x is equal to 14 plus x. 3x minus x, 2x is equal to 14. Therefore x is equal to 7. And once we got x is equal to 7, here is, you know that x is equal to 7, we are finding the value of AC. Then AC is equal to x plus 6. That means 6 plus 7, 13 centimeter, and AB is equal to 8 plus x. So 8 plus 7, 15 centimeter. So that means the value of AC is equal to 13 centimeter and the value of AB is equal to 15 centimeter. Okay, that is question number 12. One more question is left. 20. Question number 23 question. Also, I would like to explain in front of you. Question number 13. No, sorry, question number 23. Number 23. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles subtend supplementary angles at the center of circle. At the center of circle. This is the question. Wording: prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Okay, this is a quadrilateral. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle that means this is not a plain quadrilateral circumscribing a circle. Okay, subtend supplementary angles at the center. Opposite sides of the quadrilateral, AB and DC are opposite side. They are subtending angle at the center. Okay, they are subtending angles at the center. One is this, O is the center. one side is this, second is this. Opposite sides of the quadrilateral subtend angle at the center. So these two subtend supplementary angle at the center. That means we are going to prove that the sum of these two angles is equal to 180, as well sum of these two angles is equal to 180. Okay. So in given ABCD is a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle, to prove angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180 and angle AOD plus angle BOC is equal to 180. Okay, construction is required. Yes, construction is required. Join O2P, O2Q, O2S and O2R. Okay, so join from O2P, O2Q, O2S and O2R. P, Q, R and S. Proof. How many triangles are there? 2, 4, 6, 8. Total 8 triangles are there. Okay. We are proving that angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180. Then automatically the sum of remaining two angles is equal to 180 degree, because it is a complete angle, and the sum of complete angle is 360 degree. Okay. Here what should be done? We are taking a pair of triangles, but pair should be taken from the corner. You remember it, you will not take a pair of triangle of these two triangles. They will not be proved congruent. We have to take any two corner triangles, like these two triangles. Okay, in the kite shape you can take any two triangles, they are congruent. So I am selecting any triangle, suppose in triangle ASO and triangle APO. Triangle ASO and triangle APO, these two triangles I have selected. Okay, and I am trying to prove that both the triangles are congruent. AS is equal to AP. Yes, AS is equal to AP. Theorem 10.2, lengths of tangent drawn from x point to circle. Lengths of tangents drawn from x point to circle are equal. Okay, 10.2 theorem. AS is equal to AP. OS is equal to OP. OS is equal to OP. Radii of circle always equal, and AO is equal to AO common. Okay, AO is equal to AO common. What happened now? By side congruency rule, triangle ASO is congruent to triangle APO. Therefore, by CPCT, angle AOS is equal to angle AOP is equal to, suppose, X. AOS is equal to AOP, suppose it is X, it is X. Okay. Similarly, triangle DSO is congruent to triangle DRO by CPCT, DSO and DRO. Again by side, both the sides, external, common, and this is radii. By side, both the triangles are congruent. Angle SOD is equal to angle DOR is equal to Y. So this I have taken Y, it is Y. Okay. And triangle ROC is congruent to triangle ROC is congruent to triangle QOC. Again by CPCT, angle ROC is equal to angles QOC is equal to Z. So it is coming Z and that is Z. And triangle QOB is congruent to triangle POB. Therefore, by CPCT, angle QOB is equal to angle POB is equal to W. It is W and that is W. Is that okay? XX, YY, ZZ and WW. After that, may I write here, this means X plus Y plus Y plus W plus W plus Z is equal to 360 degree. Reason? Complete angle. And sum of complete angle is equal to 360 degree. So that means it is 2x plus 2y plus 2w plus 2 dash z is equal to 360. When I take 2 common, x plus y plus z plus w is equal to 360. Therefore, x plus y plus z plus w, 360 divided by 2, it is 180. And x plus y, what does it mean? X plus y, angle AOD plus z plus w, angle BOC is equal to 180. What is it? AOD plus BOC is equal to 180. And similarly, if sum of these two is equal to 180, that means the remaining two, if I am going to add them, x plus w and x plus w plus y plus z is equal to 180. X plus w, that means angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180. Okay. So in a clubbing, suppose if I'll add them x plus y, w plus z, then angle AOD plus angle BOC. If I am going to add it, x plus w plus y plus z is equal to 180. So x plus w, that means AOB, and y plus z DOC, 180. Okay. So this is the proof that the opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angle at the center. Okay. So that's all. This is the exercise of 10.2. Okay. I hope the remaining questions will be solved by yourself based on these two theorems only, theorem 10.1 and theorem 10.2. Okay.